Hey everybody! Welcome to some more Xenonauts. This part is being prepended to the actual episode, because I wanted to just tell you guys that there will be no ground combat in this video. However, we do have a situation at the very end which I would like some input on. It turns out that I made a classic mistake of launching a dropship towards a location and forgot to take into account the fact that the Earth is spinning when I did it. You see, when you launch a dropship to a place, or any ship to any location, it tells you how long it will take to get there. And I made one of the mistakes I haven't made in a long time, and I thought that was the time at which I would arrive at that location. What this means to you guys is that I'm going to end up doing a night mission. However, I could reload the game to a prior save game slot and get a day mission instead. But because I made the mistake, I want to know what you guys would like me to do. I have no... Okay, so our options are I reload the game and do a day mission. I do the night mission, because even though I'd rather not, but hey, what the heck, you guys get some excitement. Or, a different option, I nuke the place instead and recall the Charlie back to base after realizing the mistake. Anyway, let me know which of those things you think I should do at the end of the video, and one more time, that there is no ground combat in this video. It will just be base stuff, getting paid for the month, and a lot of research gets done. And then actually, we do shoot down some aircraft. There's a bunch of that which happens as well. But there will be no ground combat. All right, and now back to your regularly scheduled Xenonauts. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Xenonauts. Let's pick up where we left off and get ready for the end of month, where we will see how poorly we did in defending all the countries, shall we? Oh, man. I'm not looking forward to people being angry at us. So as usual, let's go ahead and... let's first off apologize, everybody, because I am recording this before the last video has been uploaded. Due to my work schedule, I'm not going to really have a chance to record again before, at least Xenonauts, before Thursday. I'm running out of videos for the other, for SteamWorld, so I got to play that a little bit instead. I'm also starting up another game, so I got to get that on the schedule. In any case, that's Tim Babble for... I'm recording this and haven't uploaded the last video, which I said already, which is what I do a lot of repeating. I'm bad. Alright, so, sit rep as far as we left off. Let's look at the world and see how we're doing. So the good news is that we're going to be pulling in more money this at the end of this month. Assuming we don't get another alien wave in 4 days. Looks like we're going to be up $47,000. That's not going to be coming from North America, who we're losing a little bit of reputation with. Central America is, okay, getting 6,000 more from them. That's not very much in the grand scheme of things, but we're also not losing too much. South America's a little upset. South Africa's a little upset. Northern Africa is thrilled with us. We did fantastic defending, Northern Africa. Europe's a little angry. Soviet Union is very angry. Darn it, we were off to a good start with them. China's actually pretty happy with us. That might boost us back up to average. And we might lose Australasia. We might lose them. We did shoot down an aircraft over them, which reduced the cost. We instead of losing at 40, I think it was like 37,000, something like that. Hold on, let's find out really quick. So if I was to load this, I guess shooting down the UFO didn't help us whatsoever in Australasia. Is that right? Oh, we must have shot it down over Indochina. Oh, because I did the reload or something like that is what happened. Okay. So it didn't help us over here at all. It helped our relations with Indochina instead. Okay, just curious about that. But overall, we're not doing so... we're going to lose Australasia. I'm going to lose them. Oh, well. Nothing I can do about that. We have to go crazy and try... We have to make a... We need another hangar over in Wraith. Actually, you know what? We'll do that now. We need another hangar over in Wraith, and we need that second Foxtrot over in Wraith immediately, because we must guarantee we can shoot down UFOs over Australia next month, or get them over Russia. Alright, so overall, I guess that's not so bad. That's not so bad. For buildings, we're not building anything at the moment in any of these locations. We have an extra hangar in Chimera, and no extra hangars over here in Wraith. In fact, because I just mentioned it, let's go ahead and build another hangar over here for another Foxtrot. And it'll be ready November 1st, which actually works out well for us, because we'll get paid and be able to put something over there. With the other money that we've got, I guess we're going to be spending that on workshop stuff. Our research, we're looking excellent on the heavy laser weapons. I think those will help us replace the autocannons on our Sonics with better weapons. Which I just said. I said that. And we're going to have directional thrusters because I would like extra people on our dropships. I am used to having 12 people in my ships because, well, I made it too easy last time I did the playlist. So I want to get back to that as soon as possible. At the very least, I need 10. I need 10 as fast as possible. So let's build Shrikes. For workshop stuff, we are not building anything. So I think we will work on... Let's work on 2 sets of wolf battle armor, shall we? Or no, it should be the weapons. It really should be the weapons. Let's build two more laser rifles. Get these on the way. Also, these will be ready by November. Oh, actually, it won't be November 1st, Tim. There are 31 days in October. So by the end of the month. Oh, we might get another alien wave. All right, well, that can't be helped. All right, so that was construction. We don't have anything left over. All our people are, well, assigned. I can't afford any new people at the moment. We don't really need any. Not quite yet. Folks have been reassigned on the Vigilance. People who are injured are taking some time off to recover from their injuries. Good work, team. Sorry about all the hits you took last mission. And that's pretty much it. We earned, what, 43,000 from the last mission that we went on? And there were 2 aliens left, which technically could have been an extra $16,000 had we hunted them down. But no, I wasn't going to take the risk. We already took too many hits that mission. And I thought I had lost Robert. And so I'm glad he stood back up again. Speaking of losing people, let's spend at least like a few seconds here. And remember our people who have died in their... what am I even talking about? Holy crap, Tim, senior moment. Who have given up their lives to help us repulse the alien invasion and save the Earth. Thank you all for your help. Yeah, that was a bullcrap kill on you, Avalon. Super long distance shot. Stupid Kaizens. Right, okay, so all gear is assigned. People are ready to go out over here. Oh, and I've been kind of dumb, everybody. We had a downed aircraft over here. We should have sent out Juggernaut's troop over there to get some experience on that medium scout. I kept them over here instead. I didn't do anything with them. That was a huge mistake. Definitely should have sent them out for some EXP. Oh well. For our aircraft, how we looking? Peppy is being repaired over here in America. Falco is good to go. And Skippy is refueling. That's right. Each place has 1 Foxtrot because at least then they can shoot down a UFO, even if it costs them their lives. Okay, let's advance time and get going. Rapid fire lasers. One of your engineers recently presented me with an idea for a rapid fire laser weapon, though it is predictably expressed crudely. Oh, yeah, that's right. The fundamental science appears sound. The ideal approach would be to generate a continuous beam of energy that can be swept across the battlefield, but even alien superconductors are not capable of dissipating the amount of heat generated by sustained continuous fire. The proposed solution borrows heavily from the autocannon mounted on our interceptors. Multiple rotating barrels. Oh, that's a great idea. It's like a scatter laser, right? Instead of using a rotating barrel arrangement to facilitate high-speed loading of ammunition, it can be used to vastly reduce the amount of heat continual fire will generate in each individual barrel. We successfully tested 2 3-barrel prototype weapons in our laboratories. The scatter laser is a rapid-fire infantry weapon designed to replace the ballistic machine gun. It inflicts increased damage and suppression at the cost of reduced ammunition capacity. Unfortunately, it still suffers recoil, albeit in this case caused by the spinning of the heavy cooling arrays rather than the recoil of the projectiles, and therefore will require a strong soldier to achieve full accuracy with this weapon. The Gatling laser is scaled up to fit the cannon hardpoint on our interceptors, using a triangular arrangement of 3 powerful lasers that collectively inflict much greater damage than the conventional autocannon. The increased size and weight of the weapon allows us to use mostly conventional materials in the construction of the weapon and its power cell, paradoxically making them far easier and faster to manufacture than their smaller cousins. As such, we have already upgraded our existing autocannons to the new design. The only difference you should see is increased combat effectiveness. Pulse lasers. Oh, these are for vehicles. The purpose of the pulse laser is to produce a weapon that inflicts the maximum amount of damage possible per shot, creating an extremely powerful laser beam that is able to inflict heavy damage on even well-protected targets at great range. Yeah, las cannon. Aside from scaling the laser emitter up, we have further developed it to produce a beam of oscillating intensity, switching between a high and low power level thousands of times per second. Rather than sustaining a uniform level of heat, the target suffers repeated pulses of intense heat that causes rapid fracturing of the surface material. As the surface material breaks apart and disintegrates, this effect becomes even more pronounced, giving the pulse laser excellent armor penetration compared to standard lasers. We've developed a variant of the weapon small enough to mount on our Hunter Scout car that is available for immediate use in the garage. This is fitted with a battery that holds enough power for 8 shots and should substantially boost the combat effectiveness of the vehicle. We've also used the pulse laser to upgrade our base defense batteries, which we have none at the moment. Pulling power directly from the base reactors, they should greatly improve the chances of destroying and attacking extraterrestrial craft before it can unload ground forces. The retrofit is already well underway and should be complete by the time you read this. Any future defense batteries we construct will also incorporate laser technology into their design, at least until we develop something better. And let's put them on the new research. I guess we're going to want one of these, aren't we? Oh, we need electronics, because this combined with directional thrusters may give us the strike. Advanced alien circuitry recovered from the battlefield. Studying this may help us develop new vehicles and aircraft. Let's get started. And the scatter laser is ready, but I'm more interested in laser rifles. I want 2 of them go over to Juggernaut. Let's see, they give me able to read any of that. Make sure I'm recording. I am not muted. Let's keep going. Oh, a bunch of stuff happened. People are refueled, rearmed, and ready to go. Oh, they're still over there. Can we get them? We have to launch only Skippy. Can we maybe find them out here? No, we can't. Alright, return to base. Well, at least it said we tried. They might have actually left. Darn it! Oh, $50,000 from the Soviet Union going away. We're still gaining 30,000, but... Oh, that's such a shame. I didn't realize they were still up there. I would have launched a Wraith earlier to hunt them down. We'll get them next month. Light drone wreckage. The light drone is a small saucer-shaped drone approximately 140 centimeters wide, with the thruster array mounted on the rear of the saucer, and the sensors and weaponry on the front. It is capable of hovering, but is usually sighted skimming the battlefield roughly a meter above the ground. This allows it to move freely over small obstacles or otherwise impassable terrain, such as water. This assembly of the recovered wreckage suggests that the heart of the drone is an Elenium reactor no larger than a man's fist. We assume the massive alien circuitry that surrounds it is, in fact, the drone's electronic brain. The lack of any visible receiver antennas suggests that these units are fully autonomous when operational. The engine array on the rear of the drone provides forward motion, while the hover effect, and probably pitch and roll, is generated by the dozens of small thrusters that dot the underside of the drone. The frontal part of the saucer is filled with a powerful scanner that can monitor almost the entire electromagnetic spectrum, giving these drones excellent sight ranges. The drone is armed with an unusual integrated weapon we have dubbed the burst cannon. The plasma generation array has been designed to emphasize rate of fire above all else, allowing it to fire extremely quickly, but leaving it underpowered even compared to the plasma pistol. A single shot would probably not kill an unarmored civilian. As the shell of the drone itself is also not thick enough to resist a sustained small arms fire, I suspect these units are disposable scout units, probably designed to locate and suppress enemies so that accompanying aliens can deal with them more easily. A support role rather than a hunter-killer role, it seems. Thank goodness. Oh, holy crap, the Buzzard jumpsuit! So if I recall correctly, I skipped researching this until the end of the game, and I regretted it. This is basically an upgrade over our Jackal armor in every way, and I think it's actually something which all of our troops could benefit from, because it provides more protection than Jackal, but also less than Wolf, but also has less weight than Wolf. So we may actually start giving this to my close-ups, and well, at least probably my riflemen will end up getting this, because they tend to assault the UFOs as well. It's definitely something I'm going to want to research this time around. But first I want electronics and thrusters, so we'll do that to start. We lose the air war, we're out of this. Arguably, having 2 more people on the battlefield is also a huge benefit. And even if they're unarmored, we want it. Ground attack mission. I'm pretty friendly with one of the junior researchers at R&D. The seniors don't have time for us grunts. And she told me they had identified over 3,500 separate alien crafts orbiting our world. If they all landed tomorrow, we'd be dead. As it is, the ETs have merely committed to the largest air war since Hitler was in power. Pattern analysis of the ET airstrikes suggests they're currently focusing on soft targets. Highways, small towns, even isolated warships on patrol. These targets are difficult for emergency services to respond to, and the ET's ability to strike and retreat anywhere makes it impossible for local forces concentrated nearer the larger population centers to intercept. Ground attack missions can be carried out by any grade of signal, from the smallest to the largest. Rather than being given a specific target, UFOs will patrol a patch of the planet looking for targets of opportunity. UFOs tasked with the ground attack mission will strike several times before retreating to rearm and refuel, and can cause serious havoc. They're damn clever, Commander. They strike at locations that make no immediate military or economic impact, but they whittle away at our confidence and cut lines of commerce and communication. If we become isolated, the planet will shut down as effectively as they bombed every capital into rubble. Our experience in detection tech gives us a fighting chance against the ET strikes, but the fact that there is too many of them and too few of us to handle them all at once. My advice is to get as many bases built as you can. Never mind R&D bleeding for more funds. Those nerds have no idea how the real world works, and we need boots on the ground, not heads in the sky. Arguably, we need boots in the sky to stop them from actually destroying us. Corvette UFO. The Corvette is a medium-sized UFO. It is the first genuine alien warship we have encountered, exchanging the delicate wing surfaces used by smaller UFOs as sensor amplifiers for the sturdier hull construction and more powerful weapons. The armor plating on this craft is the same stuff as on lighter UFOs, but applied in greater quantities, adding enormous survivability at the cost of greatly increased weight. The large engines mounted on the rear of the vessel are enough to keep it airborne, but it is slow and ponderous compared to the lighter craft that preceded it, and therefore vulnerable to heavy torpedoes. The power requirements of these engines necessitate both a second power core and an improved method of power transmission. The whole electronics are much more advanced than previously, so we have extracted them for further study. The primary armament of the Corvette is a forward-firing heavy plasma cannon. This has a slow rate of fire, but generates a powerful explosive projectile that is just as deadly when used to bomb ground targets as when used against aerial opponents. These projectiles travel relatively slowly, and you may find that our more agile interceptors are able to avoid them with an evasive roll maneuver, but they will inflict heavy damage on anything they hit. Be very careful about flying your interceptors into its firing arc. Thankfully, I use auto combat. And everyone, I apologize kinda for that. I am really bad at the air combat in this game. I will lose every interceptor I send into it. I am miserable. And as such, you will not see me doing any of the air combat in this game. I will always auto-resolve. So, I am so sorry. I wish I could say anything else, but I suck. It will be so frustrating to watch me play it. No one will enjoy it. It's just better off that, well, alright, if you're watching this for the misery, you would love it. Oh, missing, what is this? Commander, have you seen my radiological study of elenium anywhere? No? Typical. I take the time to design a flawless filing system and my team will still walk off with papers. This isn't the first time it's happened either. We've had several research papers go missing. Nothing more than a day at most, but it's holding up our work on our weapons development program, and that's time we can't afford to waste. I've spoken to the Provost Marshal and reminded him if he's going to post his goons at the doors of my labs, they should be taking their jobs more seriously. Hopefully that will be sufficient. Makes you wonder if someone's not working for the aliens, huh? Oh, look at all the pictures. There's all the stuff we've researched so far. I think. Wonder if that will come into play later. Oh, by the way, everyone, I've gotten a few comments on my videos asking if I knew anything about Xenonauts 2. Unfortunately, I have not followed the development. Very rarely do I follow the development of any game these days. Mostly because I just am patient to wait for it to be released. And years ago, wow, back before I was in college, I would follow some of the, well, about when I was in college, that's when the internet was out. I followed the development of some games. And the hype, you know, it really kind of let me down for a few of them. And for others, it taking a lot out of me is the wrong way to phrase it. But let's just say that I've decided to not really watch what's happening with any of the games. So for Xenonauts 2, I have no idea what that game will be like, as I do know that there was a combat demo that they released for the game, and you could download it, give it a try. It would have you versus a group of aliens just testing out how the combat worked. I know nothing else about it, and that was almost like a year ago, I think. Or actually more like 6 months ago or so, I think that came out. That's all the information I got on that. Alright, we have at least one of our laser rifles done. We're going to transfer that over to Juggernaut. Hopefully, I didn't short-circuit the amount of money I needed to produce the other one and ship that over to Juggernaut. That would suck. Discovered! A spy. In my labs. No, worse than that. At least a spy is honestly duplicitous. A spy isn't someone I invite to join my team to stop this extinction-level event and sells the work I sweat, blood, and tears over to the highest bidder. My personal assistant. Those sly glances, the papers I submitted to Nature that were rejected. That fool has been leaking everything that passed through his filthy, thieving hands as quickly as me and my team discovered it. Now the researchers of every government and major corporation on the planet are scratching their Neanderthal skulls over my theories and stealing the credit. Well, let them try. We caught that little rat sneaking out one of our prototypes, so they must be having some trouble grasping the nuances of alien technology, even with my notes. What the long-term consequences of this traitor will be, I can't say, but in the short term, don't ever expect to sell alien-derived equipment at a profit. In other words, they didn't want this game being like the original XCOM. In the original XCOM, to my knowledge, you could just make like laser rifles and sell them for a ton of money. In fact, it behooved you to keep your workers working non-stop producing it, because the money you got from the countries wasn't enough to keep you running. At least if I recall the game correctly. It's been many years since I last played it. In this game, it is much more important to have the countries stick with you, and much more punishing when they leave. So, as such, I believe the developers, as you can see, didn't want you selling them for much money. Of course, you can mod your game and re-add that in. I think there's a mod on Steam that lets you sell armor at the very least. Jackal armor, I think, for extra money. But no, I myself, I like the way this game currently works. And if I recall correctly, I was using my engineers non-stop in the last playlist, the moment I had a steady income. Hey, okay, Juggernaut. You, one of your riflemen, Cassandra. And to get the default equipment. Save the game's gonna have to redo that. Lots and lots of reading. Oh, I'm expecting a phone call, by the way, about another 20 minutes or so, everyone. That's 20, 30 minutes or so, just as a heads up. Excellent. That's done. We have no extra interceptor to send over. We could send... we could send the Foxtrot Chimera over there and just let whatever happens over here happen over here, because our relations are good. But no, we'll keep one Foxtrot everywhere. I'm expecting a phone call soon, everyone, so I apologize if I have to cut it short. Okay, no one left, thank God. Most people were unhappy with us. Okay, but we did get, thankfully, so still secure another $1 million in funding. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do is save the game. Alright, next thing we need to do is over here, we want to build a workshop. Put the workshop here. Can we hire engineers here? Ah, that's a real shame. Because I would love to hire them instead of waiting a few extra days for them to get here. Alas, we cannot do so. Okay. We can't hire any other engineers over here, I think. Can we? No, we need more workshop space. Okay, well, that will just have to do for Juggernaut. How many time is left on this? Oh, it's done. Finish time, none? Yeah, it's done, basically, within the hour or something like that. So we'll wait for this to finish, and then we'll begin breaking another Foxtrot interceptor. Over in Wraith, we need a living quarters. Because we want some defenses over here. We'll also want a storeroom. It's getting expensive very quickly. Next, we don't need another hangar quite yet, because I don't plan to build a Charlie over here this month. Maybe next month. What else is there? Radar arrays. We probably want a second in Wraith. So we'll start that. America's a good choice too. Alright, let's build one. Let's build one here, Tim. If we build a radar array over here, I still have enough money to build 2 more Foxtrots. Let me save the game really quick. Just to verify that. I think I'll have enough. Hey, math is hard, Tim. It's not that hard. I'll have enough. So, the real question that's going to my head right now is, am I comfortable with the amount of money I'm going to have when I place this down here? Yes, I'll be fine. This is acceptable. Okay, let's save the game. Choices have been made. And keep going. Okay, wonderful. Just on time. We can have you guys begin constructing... Oh, we're transferring this. Transfer to Juggernaut. Begin that Foxtrot. 2 days also for it. Holy crap, that is fantastic. I don't think it'll be ready before the next alien wave, but if it is, oh, it's wonderful. Unfortunately, Wraith doesn't have an extra hangar yet. Oh, it does have an extra hangar. Okay, so then... Okay, I'm gonna risk this. We're gonna relocate... We're gonna relocate, Falco to Wraith. Hopefully he's not attacked by an air interceptor on his way. Oh, that was from Juggernaut, Tim. You didn't want that from Juggernaut. Pepe can be relocated to Juggernaut. I should just reload the game. That was a huge mistake. But we'll keep it at the moment. Okay, good. With relations being excellent in Northern Africa, I'm okay with having no Foxtrot here for another day. It's Wraith I'm really worried about. I really don't want Australasia to... I don't want to lose any continent. We didn't lose any last time. So I'd like to keep everything happy. Everything? All the people in the world at least content with us. Okay, that's our other laser rifle. Let's get that aside. Everyone, we're probably not going to be able to do a mission here. It feels like we've been playing this game for like 30 minutes already. We have! Holy crap. Alright, let's keep going. Darn it. Alright, so what I'll probably have done is I will have added a little bit at the beginning of this video, warning everybody that there's no combat in this one if they just want to skip it. Yeah, there won't be any combat. I have to compress this down. Darn it, that stinks. I'm not gonna play no combat until Friday, Tim? Friday or Saturday? Holy crap. Here they come. All right. If I shoot them down over the water, then we can't raid the location. And I don't have 2 Foxtrots over in Juggernaut anyway. I only have 1. I don't know if it's able to shoot down this target by itself. We will try. I will attempt to shoot this down with our Condors. We don't have a Foxtrot over here. If the chance is not 100%, I'll withdraw this. We'll just have to wait until our Foxtrot's done. That's another small scout. Oof! Disengage. Launch interceptors. How about our Condors? Just shoot it down. We won't be able to get it over land, unfortunately. If these guys don't have 100%, then we'll launch them all together to get this target. They should all be able to shoot it down. Excellent. Auto-resolve. Turn the base. Okay. So, one Foxtrot is not enough to shoot them down, but 2 Condors can. That improved our relations with Central America, but that was the only thing it did. Pepe was over here. Wraith, we're not going to launch you. Okay, let's launch 2 Foxtrots over here and try to find this guy. We can launch our oh, they're rearming. They're nowhere near ready yet. Still rearming. No, refueling. We didn't find him up here in Russia. I hate you so... What?! Excellent work. Return to base. Whew! Okay, that is acceptable. We still didn't get a chance to do any missions, and we're not earning any money from this. Which is really, really stupid. But we are, however, knocking them out of the sky. And where is our engineers? 23 a day left. I don't think we'll be able to catch this guy, but it's the only thing we got until our Foxtrot's ready. Oh, hey, they came up this way. Perfect. Let's save that game. We might be able to do one mission after all. There's another one up there. Can we... No, their fuel's nowhere near ready. Sonic and Bonks are still recovering as well. Wonderful. Return to base. Holy crap, we're getting really... That's really awesome that we're actually hitting them. I love to do this mission from Juggernaut, but we'd have to wait until it's almost dawn to launch. But I think, you know what? I think we'll do that. Let's save the game. Let's actually save the game again. Okay, so here's my thoughts. And, oh yeah, I think the game works. Once you launch a vessel to a crash site, I don't think the crash site can vanish. And I think we can wait about a day and a half before the crash, or maybe 2 days before it does vanish. So I can wait until it's almost daylight and then launch from Juggernaut to hit this crash site. This also gives me a chance to maybe intercept whatever's happening over here and down it. Of course, the problem with this is that I don't know if it's an air superiority fighter, in which case we could lose the Foxtrots. But I have a hunch it's another medium aircraft instead. Refueling. How long does it take for you guys to refuel? 2 hours? We have to increase that refueling rate a little bit more. Of course, the Foxtrots, if it's a medium aircraft, maybe they can't even destroy it. We'll have to find out. Darn it, we're not going to find him before we're out of fuel. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Russia. We weren't able to stop all of that from happening. Darn you guys. Well, Russia, you're so freaking huge. There's nothing I think I can do about this. We'll try to track it down, but it's not looking good for us, unfortunately. I have to wait a little bit more. Come on, stop picking on Russia. Stop it. Stop it! Your radar range is so short as well, Condors. Knowledge is launched. We'll see how well these guys do against this. Also, try tracking down this aircraft. Looks like they're hovering in this area. This is a ground attack mission. I hate them. I can't find them up here. There's simply no way. I hate you so much, alien aircraft. There's nothing, I can't do anything. Can't stop them. I have no idea where they're located. Why don't you jerks build a radar for me, Russia? Or something. Oh, holy crap, Tim, you mistimed your launch. It's going to be dark by the time you arrive there. You should have launched them immediately. Okay, Foxtrot, we're going to rename you. What should we rename you? You have Falco, Peppy, Slippy, so Fox. Foxtrot. Alright, and we're going to relocate you to Juggernaut. And then, we're going to construct another one. This is really bad. I might have to reload the game for this. I mistimed my launch on Crash Site 21. Alien electronics. Recovered examples of alien electronics provide a fascinating window into the future, allowing us to study countless innovations as extraterrestrials... Wow. Recovered examples of alien electronics provide a fascinating window into the future, allowing us to study countless innovations the extraterrestrials use to reduce electronic noise. Recreating existing circuitry with alien materials whilst integrating a few of the simpler alien innovations into design increases their efficiency by at least a factor of 10. Quite a remarkable improvement. The aliens utilize organic compounds, such as amino acids and electronic components, which collectively appear to grant the circuit a limited degree of latent intelligence. This organic computing power continuously analyzes the power demand in the network and channels energy to where it is most needed, either storing or releasing charge from dozens of integrated capacitors when necessary. The end result is a biological smart grid that can reduce power consumption by almost 50%. The aliens do not just have access to vastly larger amounts of energy than us, they also use it more efficiently too. Our crude reproductions of these organic circuits are nowhere near as efficient as the alien equivalents, but will still be very useful when building complex machines such as vehicles or aircraft. A helpful side effect of the intelligent power routing is increased survivability, as the power transmission systems will automatically bypass damaged components in a way that conventional systems cannot. Okay. We can research the next aircraft, the Interceptor, which would begin replacing our current Condors. But I don't think I need that quite yet. It's the dropship I'm interested in. So let's go ahead and research the jumpsuit next. Now, 26,000 in Russia isn't so bad. It would have been significantly more than that. I'm gonna have to hold you... Oh, darn it! See? That's why it was gonna happen. Alright, I don't really want that to happen. I want to take advantage of this, so I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So, I just reloaded the game. And... we gotta do a night mission. The only option I have is to cheat. Basically, reload and launch myself correctly. I did not take into account the fact that it's 22 hours from Juggernaut to here. That doesn't mean 22 hours later. It means 22 hours travel time. This is what confused me in the last playlist so much. I could... Actually, why don't I do this? Because I'm not going to record the next part until until this part gets uploaded. Let me know if you wouldn't mind if I just reload the game and launch knowledge at the more appropriate time. Otherwise, we'll do a night mission. But I don't want to actually cheat, quote, quote. Technically, I'm rage cheating because I know the crash site wouldn't vanish until I launched knowledge. But, let me know if you wouldn't mind if I reload to not do a night mission. Otherwise, you guys know, Tim, you made the mistake, and I did. Stick with that mistake, and I should. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And, I will accept our endeavor otherwise. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. In either case, I will see you in the next one, where I won't record it until I get some feedback. And take care. Thanks for watching.